Michael Jordan can't coach.
He definitely can.
He
He's
can
an excellent player,
but he can't coach.
He's an ass coach. Yes,
and
sir.
you got some players who wasn't that good players, but coaching was their thing.
Well, let me say this. Shout
He
out
picked
to my
fucking
man.
Kwame Brown, man.
Well, let me say this. Shout out to Larry Bird, Mr. Original Boston. You did your thing. You could coach and you could play.
And he can play.
And you could play. Shout out Boston.
There ain't too many basketball players that can coach and play. Like,
that's hard to do.
Like,
That's
Larry Bird.
I mean, you give it to like Byron Scott, a couple of those guys, you know what I mean? But it ain't too many of them.
Kobe's not gonna be a coach.
Oh hell no! He gonna want to play. He gonna be 60. Give me the ball. I'll show you.
Listen, we do not need any Prince type players. Kobe Bryant reminds me of the NBA's Prince.
Oh man,
Kobe.
Yes.
I think Dennis
Because he just
Rodman.
cried. Listen,
Dennis
no,
Rodman,
let me say
definitely.
this. Dennis Rodman was flamboyant because he did what the fuck he wanted to do. Kobe Bryant is a crying. Oh, they touched me.
Well, you're right. Look, check this out.
You
This
know,
the
Rodman
one
get up
thing-
there after you hit him 4 times. He gonna give you that good elbow.
Right. This the one thing I hated about Kobe, right? And I'm gonna tell you, Rodman definitely gonna give you that ball.
That-
But
I
look,
seen
this the
it.
thing I hate about Kobe. When I found out that Kobe didn't fucking shake the kid's hand at like 2012 or
Oh,
something,
yup.
All-Star game. Like he came out. This was the year that I think
I
Shaq
remember
snitched
that.
on him,
Yup.
or he snitched on Shaq. And tried to say, all right, Shaq ain't.
It was when
I ain't
his
the only one
marriage
getting
was
pussy.
in jeopardy.
Basically, he said, I ain't the only one getting pussy out here. You know, Shaq getting some pussy too on the side. So put Shaq out there. Next thing you know, him and Shaq fall off. You feel me?
Of course.
Then you know, Shaq put him out there. I think Shaq beat his ass in the.
He did in a
He
lot
probably
of
the motherfucking training room.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Listen, Shaq got a lot of respect, whether people believe it or not.
Right.
He has a lot of respect.
Shaq
so
OG.
We
Yeah,
definitely gotta
And
understand
he
that
was part
Shaq
of the
is an
Foo
OG.
Schnickers.
Oh, Shaq was the shit when he was rapping. I ain't gonna lie, that
Shaq Fu?
that song
Yeah.
he did back in the day with what was that? Biggie and Jay-Z.
Well, he had the fur on. He had the fur on. I remember that.
That
He
was the
had the
shit.
fur
That was
on.
hard.
Now, Shaq and Robin
Shaq
was
had a
the
couple
first
songs.
players to really
Shaq had a
come
couple
out with
songs.
music like that.
A
Dennis
a
Rodman
lot
tried
of
that
ballers,
too.
A lot of ballers tried to do that. A lot of people wasn't successful
Steven
with it.
Jackson, rap.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, Ron Artest was my favorite.
Oh, he
bullshit basketball rapper.
he was.
He was the toughest nigga in the world, but
Oh,
he
that's
was
what
the
Ron
wackest
Artest
rapper.
said. What's his name? Chauncey Bopps, the big head
Chauncey
dude,
Billups.
Billups. Yeah, they was hanging together. That was around that era.
That
So
shit was
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
That shit was
yeah.
fun. But I tell you though, I mean, thinking about all those basketball players and how cool they was, man. I want nobody I think that would ever be as cool a basketball player as fucking Dr. J.
Yeah.
You feel me? He was cool as shit. He was dressing fly shit before all these people started. Yeah, and he had the big ass fro. Like that bitch was like, he wouldn't even be able to get that motherfucker on screen. He'd had to, let me get my fro right. Hold up. Widen out the camera, y'all. Camera angles. Let me get my fro on screen. But yeah, the whole time he was nice. Ultimately though, Kobe, I ain't fuck with him though because you know he
He a crybaby.
yeah, he ain't want to get a kids of 5. How you gonna be the man?
Listen,
You don't want to get a kids of 5 because Shaq was getting pussy too, Kobe? Like, come on.
Listen,
man.
I don't listen.
Yeah,
I tell you,
yeah.
maybe him and his wife was going through some shit because
definitely.
let me say this: if
definitely
my
was. He
kids
probably
speak
wasn't
to
getting
me
no pussy
and I'm
that
beefing
night.
with my husband, I don't say shit to my own kids when I'm beefing with my husband. They be like, "Mommy, I don't think what the fuck
take
you
your
want."
ass out.
So that could have been one of them days.
Right.
But here's what ultimately made me not a fan. You playing a contact sport, nigga.
Right.
For $10 million, a nigga could break my pinky every 4 weeks when that motherfucker heal. Because that's what I am paid.
Yeah.
And I know the repercussions of what can happen. Because I am paid to take this hit. Stop crying, bitch.
I mean,
that's all I wanted to say.
Kobe always been a bitch. I mean, truthfully, I know people that know Kobe since like motherfucking Philly. I know a lot of people.
But don't
by
he
the way,
look like
y'all,
one of them
that
pretty
know
boys in high school that didn't really get pussy but got it because he kept giving bitches gifts?
Oh, he played basketball real nice. and he was buying bitches cookies at the cafeteria all the time. You know, I used to be the cookie man too. Like, bitch, you want a roll of these cookies, these with chocolate? What you want? You feel me? But at the end of the day, the whole time, Kobe ain't the shit no more, man. He was good, and I'm glad for him, but everybody want to say he was the best. He wasn't. It was definitely Jordan.
No.
And LeBron is next after that.
Now, here, drops the mic. Now, I'm going to speak for the women that do know football and sports and basketball. I can appreciate when you compare LeBron and Jordan. You understand what I'm saying? But again, Jordan went all the way to college with his shit. LeBron was a fresh baby, a big baby with a mean dunking handle straight out of high school. Some comparisons cannot be made. Now, I'm sick of people saying, oh, LeBron going to be better than Jordan. Here's why he could never be better than Jordan. To be better than somebody, you have to exceed what he's done and make new records and errors for yourself. You understand?
Totally
You
agree.
can't make or try to break nobody's record and say, I'm better than this person or I'm like this person. No, because Jordan wasn't setting out the door against nobody. He just did the shit. That's what made him great. Because remember, his era, there was no really basketball players, but for them to say, oh, I'm going to be harder than Wilt Chamberlain and all this. Yeah, they idolized him and learned their moves, but what happened? They got it down to their own style. LeBron, if you really look at it, studies Jordan's style. A lot of
everybody studies Jordan.
Listen, to study it, and
But
to,
I think-
and to mix it in your own
But
is something else. He really takes a little
don't-
bit and mix it in.
Don't be so
Fade away.
romantic. Don't be so romantic with it.
Kobe did it
Everybody
too.
is supposed to be greater than the next. Each generation is supposed to be better than the one before.
Exactly.
It's supposed to be better than the one before. So of course, LeBron James can be better than Jordan from the standpoint of, it's his playing on the court.
Okay.
He can get more rings. He can get more stats. There's something that he can do that to surpass him.
I don't know if he's gonna get more rings though.
I don't think he's gonna get more rings either.
Yeah.
I mean, because what he got 6?
Yeah, Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe got 5, Jordan got 6, and I think LeBron got what, 3, 2?
Yeah.
4, 3?
No, I think.
No,
it's
I think he got
2.
2.
2 or 3,
He
okay.
got one with the Heat and one with Cleveland. So no,
that's
did he
2.
win back to back with the Heat that year?
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
so he
so
got
it's
3.
3. Yeah,
so
that's
he
what
can
I'm
he can get 6 now.
He might.
Okay.
Can
If he
get
done
6.
if he got 3, he can
But
get
here's
6.
here's what I'm saying. If he
Or
left,
tie it. Or
Yeah.
tie
if
it.
he came straight out of high school, okay, he got an earlier start than Jordan.
So
Okay.
That doesn't make it worse. That
But
kind of
no,
makes
no,
it
no,
better for
listen,
LeBron.
That makes it
listen,
easier.
Yeah, it makes it
Listen,
better.
that does make it easier. Here's what I'm saying. Why don't he have more rings if it was so easy?
because I think it's a couple
If I-
things. The
Touche.
level of players, I think the level of players now is better.
Okay.
I think there's more teams now.
You absolutely right.
And so the odds went down a little bit, and Jordan was so innovative ahead of a lot of the guys that was playing at that time. There was no Jordan for the guys to look at now. So
Right.
you got all the guys now who looked up to Jordan. So these guys is playing on another level than the
Right.
guys that was playing when the Sox was all the way up to their,
You absolutely
you know what
right.
I'm saying, up to their knees.
I mean, with time, things get better. It's nothing like we can go get a 2016 wine and it'll probably be. We could go get a
1961 Chablis,
Chablis,
whatever that
French.
shit is. Yeah, that shit gonna be good.
And that shit gonna be excellent. We're gonna understand the difference between quality and quantity. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah.
Really? Shout out!
Sean Mark
Hey.
said he's gonna buy some Ron Artest.
Did you
He
hear
said
his
about-
mixtape first or something?
He said he was about to.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
didn't say he did it.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Did you hear like the Ron Artest mixtape? Like, oh, that's hot. Like, what made you want to do that, bro? Like, I would like to know. But I mean, ultimately, what would have made me want to buy Ron Artest mixtape was when he jumped in fucking the crowd and went ape shit on motherfuckers. I
Hell
was like,
yeah.
oh yeah, that's publicity right there. He should have dropped this mixtape the next day. You feel me? If he'd have dropped that bitch the next day, I'd have copped that bitch. Real shit. I'd have downloaded that bitch, copped it, all that.
I mean, but sometimes that's what you need. You need a little spark from somebody to give you kind of some edge or something, right?
So that's what I was wondering. Is that what Lil Wayne did? Like when he did the Black Lives
no.
Matter
Listen,
interview? Was that like a
okay? I'm glad we finally hit that.
Yeah, we're gonna get it real quick. Shout out Melissa. Shout out Maurice.
Shout out, guys.
Talisha.
Thank you for tuning in with us.
So let's go ahead back to Wayne for a second.
Okay.
Go ahead.
First, how are you today, sir? How was your
I
how
am
was your
wonderful.
week?
I'm
You ready to get on him? You ready to get on him?
I mean,
No, I'm not, you know what? We've been so having these educated conversations that I really
formally greeted.
no.
probably.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
I forgot that
didn't
the interview
even-
was about this guy. He
we-
is such a lovely jumper in there, double dutcher.
We didn't even do a proper
proper
intro
intro,
or
nothing.
nothing. We just
Look,
we
forgive
just
us.
turned shit.
And you know, this is a calm day. We only got
Just
Coffee.
one.
Yeah, we don't even have.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't
normally
even
it's
have no
liquor.
drinks
Those is
and-
liquor in
and-
here. Yeah.
Man.
Spirits and everything.
I just
floating
came
around.
from the studio and I've been like taking a couple shots a little early. I ain't want to do too much because I was already up all night last night. We just came from the Be Civil battles last night. It was like
Okay.
it was like a nice little environment there. It was crazy good.
Okay,
It was-
well, before we do that, go ahead.